is pre-calculus. Notes on section 6.2. 6.2, applications. Word problems, guys. All right, so I picked a few word problems out so that I can just demonstrate and you can see and hear my line of thinking. All right. And for some of these problems, I went and I found some pictures to try and help you understand why a right triangle is involved. So with all of these problems, there's a right triangle, and you have to figure out where it is and which parts you know and which parts you're trying to find out. So for my first problem, a wheelchair ramp is 6 feet in length and makes a 4-degree angle with the ground. How many inches does the ramp rise off the ground? All right, so here I have a picture of a wheelchair ramp, all right, and here is my right triangle. Let me see if I can do this. All right, now from the angle that we're looking at, we're not looking at this perpendicular to that triangle, and so therefore our vision doesn't really see something that looks like 90. However, this angle is your right angle. And you know that because they had to build that perpendicular to the ground, or else it would not be standing. It wouldn't be strong enough to support the structure unless they build it perpendicular to the ground. So those are the types of assumptions that we make in order to find our right angles. All right, so the wheelchair ramp is 6 feet in length. All right, that is the length that the person actually rides on. All right, the hypotenuse is going to be 6. All right, and the ramp makes a 4-degree angle with the ground. Well, where does the ramp meet the ground? Down here. All right, so our hypotenuse is 6. Here's my right angle. And this is 4 degrees right there. All right, so we want to know is how many inches does the ramp rise off the ground? So the height is measured perpendicular to the ground. All right, so there's my height. All right, so I know an angle, I know a side, I'm trying to find a side. All right, I'm going to write a trig ratio between the angle I know, one of the sides I know, and the side I don't know. All right, so x is opposite 4 degrees, and 6 is the hypotenuse. Opposite and hypotenuse is a sine ratio, so I'm going to write the sine of 4 degrees equals x over 6. Okay, and then I'm going to solve for x. So I have 6 times the sine of 4 degrees. Okay, I'm going to bring up the calculator. Calculator shut off. Hold on. Okay, so I've got 6 times the sine of 4. Okay, so that's 0.41, let me go, 0.42. Okay, now what units is that given in? Well, it's given in the same units as the length of the triangle that was given, so feet, all right? And we're asked how many inches, okay? So if I want to know the number of inches, well, there are 12 inches in a foot. So I'm going to take my 0.42 and multiply by 12 to figure out how many inches. So I'm going to multiply that by 12. So it's about 5 inches. All right, that's it for that problem.